Bowers Game Corner presents Gen Con Video Bonanza 2016. Brought to you by Gutshot Games and their Gen Con release, Headhunters, a collectible card game and a collectible toy. And Shoot Again Games, makers of Looting Atlantis and Conspiracy. Look for Pinball Showdown on Kickstarter soon. Also brought to you by the generous support of these companies and our fantastic Kickstarter backers.
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for more of our Gen Con Bonanza Explosion blog coverage. We're here live at Gen Con 2016 at the Breaking Games booth, and I am super duper excited. Last year, I had this on my top 10 most anticipated games at Gen Con. This year, I had it on my top 10 most anticipated games at Gen Con, and now it is right here. We're about to talk with Jeff, the creator of Moonquake Escape. Jeff, what is all this awesome sauce going on here?
Okay, well, thanks, Forrest, for coming by and visiting Moonquake Escape. You know, the easiest way to explain Moonquake Escape really is just take the whole thing apart and start from the beginning. So this game, Moonquake Escape, takes place on this desolate planet on the edge of the galaxy where the most evil, vile alien criminals, that would be all us players, have been sent. But you know, the engineers, when they selected this world, they didn't realize it had an unstable molten core. You know, and they also vastly underestimated the extreme gravitational stress of the moon that orbits around this planet. So when they decided to build this prison structure and then bury it deep under the surface, like you do with most alien prison structures, so I'm told, they didn't realize that these factors combined would result in a massive moonquake which destroys the prison and allows all you evil alien criminals to escape to the surface, where amidst all of this chaos you realize at the same moment that there is one rocket left, and the first one of you that can get there will escape, and for the rest of you, your death sentence. So that is the exciting setting for the game Moonquake Escape. Now, how do you play it? Well, it's pretty straightforward. Every player is going to have an alien on the board and an alien card. And if you can keep your alien card face down, hidden at the end of the turn, you're going to be able to move forward to the next level, get to that rocket, launch it, and win the game. But if another player finds your alien and turns it face up, you're stuck in place while they're moving forward. So what's one of your first goals as an alien? Well, the best thing to do is get a few more cards so it's harder to find you. So, what is this game basically? Well, in a nutshell, it's the movies Alien and Escape from Alcatraz meets a little 3-card Monty, meets the spin cycle of your washing machine, and that is the game we're going to play. Now, 2 things you should know about these cards. These decoys that you have around your alien, you're going to be turning them over trying to find me, and most of them will say just, hey, you missed me, but some you'll turn over will have a bad effect on me, some might have a rebounding effect on you. So it's not always so straightforward to find that alien. You're also going to find some useful equipment on your way up to the top. Now, the energy shield is very useful because you can use that to protect a card. Normally, it'll take you 1 action to see if that's my alien. I've set it up so that's 2 actions to see what that card is. So we get to play a very simple bluffing game. Is that my alien I'm hiding so I can keep moving forward? Or am I trying to lure you away? Set up a trap? Or do I really not want you to find that card because that has a bad effect on me? Now, a game turn is pretty straightforward. In the Moonquake phase, the moon is going to orbit to a player who will spin the moon. And what's the result? 4. Excellent. Every player is going to add 4 charges to their status card. So this turn, every player can take 4 actions. Also in this phase, we'll roll the quake die once for each level to see how the massive moonquake is changing the shape of the board just before we're ready to move. In the escape phase, we're going to look at our alien status. Is it face down and hidden? Great. Move forward to the next level. Now, as you move forward, you're going to look at a terrain in a space that is a restriction versus the bonus actions you get in that space. So, weighing which is the best or the worst for your situation, you'll make a choice. Those players that had aliens that were face up, they're stuck in place but are going to get more cards. More cards, better hiding, key tiebreaker at the end of the game. Next is the action phase. We're going to use those charges to take actions. We're going to make extra equipment ready. We're going to add more cards to our hands. We might move to another space on the board so we can steal from the other players, or we might stop each other in our tracks. Finally, the guard phase. Oh yes, there's a robotic prison guard chasing you down. Naturally, you better avoid it. If you can evade all of those dangers and get to the launch pad, launch the rocket, a Moonquake Escape. Now, of course, I know that you're in a lot of hurry here, but anybody that stops by to learn about Moonquake Escape, I do have a delicious moon pie dessert treat. Are you at all interested?
Absolutely.
Oh, excellent. You know, because I don't actually give you this moon pie. You have to earn it.
Okay.
Here's our little scenario. You've got 3 charges. As you know, my alien is now on the launch pad. You need to stop my alien by finding me, or I'm going to leave with this delicious moon pie. So, in this simple scenario, we're going to use the zap action, which costs you 1 charge, and that's going to allow you to look at one of these 3 cards to see if it's my alien, or get rid of my shield, where you can use another zap action to see if that's my alien.
Oh, but you could be bluffing.
I could be bluffing, couldn't I? All right. You found my alien right off the bat. So in this case, I've been stopped. But what else? What other dangers were in my hand? As we turn over this card, I see it's a yellow card. This card means it has a bad effect on myself. In this case, I wind up actually losing all my charges here. I go down to 0 charges, and I don't have a charge to launch the rocket. Now, if I didn't have a backup plan, say a piece of equipment that will launch the rocket, you may have foiled my chances to launch there. This card over here, the prison guard. The prison guard moves unexpectedly, and in this particular scenario, winds up on the launch pad with me. So again, if I don't have a backup plan for the guard, it might have stopped me instead of you. And then here's a purple card that affects everybody. This equipment card might have gone down unexpectedly. So the point of this little exercise is just to kind of demonstrate, I understand the dangers that are in my hand, but I don't know what you may pick, right? So I can posture to some effect and try to compensate for that. I might have had a card in here like this, which is the defense gun. You pick this and it actually shoots back at you, okay? So that's a danger you might not expect on yourself. But since it affects you, a key part of this game that I found is a lot of fun is that you don't actually play this card on another player. Since they're picking it, they'll play it on themselves, right? So it takes the little rough edge off some of the take that mechanic, especially if you say, put it under a shield as a nice little trap. All right, so that is Moonquake Escape.
Player count, time length, when is this coming out?
All right, 2 to 6 players, 45 to 60 minutes, and it's going to be out in October, retail, but the first 100 copies ever made are available right here at Gen Con.
I thought it looked amazing when I saw it online. This is my first time seeing it like in-person setup. Awesome theme, gorgeous artwork, cool mechanisms, goes up to 6 players. I don't know what more you want from this man. Moonquake Escape, Breaking Games, looks fantastic. Put this one on your radar. I don't know exactly, it's like, no, we're not even going to do that. Put it on your radar, looks fantastic. If you're enjoying this Gen Con coverage, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. And in the comments below, let me know you have 1 tool to escape from prison. What tool do you want?
Excellent. I think in this case it would be the grenade launcher.
Wow. I was going to go with the nail file, but now I feel like that is a very poor choice. Like, I can imagine those 2 prisoners being like next to each other, like, what'd you ask for? Oh, I got this nail file. He's like, oh, check this out. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.
All right. Thanks, Forrest.
Very cool.
This was brought to you by Headhunters from Gunshot Games, Pinball Showdown from Shoot Again Games, these great companies, and fans like you.